most of you, okay. I did a lost person behavior, then I've done an urban. This is the second interview investigation class today. So, and we got nothing after this one, so if I go a little bit over, which I hope not to do, will you get any of you guys mine?
No.
Okay, good. Because I want to get across all this information here. First of all, who am I? My name is Chris Young. I'm with Contra Costa Sheriff Search and Rescue Team. I've been on the team since 1982. I've been associated with the teams over 30 years. I used to teach first aid in the late 70s to the team and finally twisted my arm to join it. I'm also a law enforcement level 1 sheriff's deputy. I work patrol in the contract city of Danville, which is upscale town. We have all sorts of crime there, just like everybody else, but mostly traffic stuff and a few other things like that. But occasionally we get the murder and odd man drug thing. But I've been doing that for a long time as well. There's an organization in the Bay Area called the Bay Area Search and Rescue Council. It's an organization of all the search and rescue teams in the Bay Area and organizations. We were formed 20 years ago. We had a search on Mount Diablo in my county. It took us 8 days to find the missing subject. At the end of that 8th day, we looked at each other and said, we've used every resource in the Bay Area, a lot of state resources, and some federal resources, and 8 days is way too long to find this subject. So we have formed this organization to improve our mutual aid, improve training and our management. Everybody was managing with different paperwork and stuff like that. We pooled all our information and came up with a standard set of forms and management styles. And what we teach now and what the state is using is a lot of the forms and things that we developed in the Bay Area. A lot of the classes that I teach that I've been teaching here for years developed out of the BASARC organization. There was a need for classes on how to do interviewing and investigation, how to teach people how to deal with searching in urban environments. Other classes that I teach, I'm teaching one tomorrow on searching in the age of online social networks. Things like that, and just specialty stuff, things that we find that people need in order for us to do our job in search and rescue, to do it more efficiently and more effectively. So that's what BASARC is all about. I'm its chairman. I've been its chairman since its inception. Nobody else wants the job. I'm stuck with it, but that's okay. I'm also teach for the state of California. I teach the 40-hour search management class. Been doing that for almost 23 years as well. Some of you have taken the classes that I've helped teach. I'm one of 7 instructors for the state. Also teach search management for the National Association for Search and Rescue. We teach a class in the San Francisco Bay Area called the BASARC Section Chiefs class. This is based on the NASAR program. And the people that complete that class get a NASAR certificate, which has now become acceptable to the state as a search management certification. I've also written and presented several papers at symposiums and national conferences, both here and in Canada. I do a lot of teaching of specialized subjects, like these I'm teaching here this weekend, on investigation, as well as other specialized subjects all over the United States and Canada as well. And what else? When I'm not doing all that, I'm a senior project manager for a large general contractor, build high-rises, hotels, hospitals, big stuff like that. The other thing, though, that I'm really proud of is that a couple of years ago, I finally finished a book on urban searching, how to search in an urban environment, or how to manage searches of missing people in urban environments. Most of what we do in the San Francisco Bay Area is looking for people in urban environments. About anywhere from 70 to 80 to 90% of our searches are urban environments. We do downtown Walnut Creek, Concord, Oakland, places like that. And when I was teaching, I have been teaching early years ago, about 12 years, 13, 14 years ago now, teaching our state class, there was a large demand back then. Hey, how do you search in urban environments? Everything that's written out there is how to search in wilderness environments, but what do you do differently in urban environments? I didn't even think twice about it because that's all we do, or most of what we do, but we teach managing both in both environments in the Bay Area. So I was encouraged to write a book. I started writing it, found a gentleman down in San Diego who was doing the same thing. We combined forces and co-authored this book. It came out 3 years ago. I'm happy to say it's doing very well. It's selling in many English-speaking countries around the world. And it's the only book out there that covers the subject of really how to search in urban environments. The class I'm teaching right now on interview and investigation is I devoted a whole chapter to it in the book because it's that important in urban environments. You gather more information and stuff from building profiles and information about missing subjects. So I devoted a whole bunch of time and effort to put that as a separate subject in the book. There's also a lot of urban statistics in there. And up until the time of the book, there was nothing on urban statistics of lost person behaviors and that kind of stuff. So a guy I work with that helped me do that, a guy named Bob Kester. Some of you took my lost person behavior class this morning, and he published a book on the lost person behavior, and he was the one that wrote that chapter in this book because he's been collecting all that information. So it's a wealth of information now. So what are we going to be doing today? So what I want you to do right now is you know a little bit about me. Now I want you to turn to your neighbor and let me finish what I want you to do. I want you to, I don't really care about the agency years in SAR and what they do for a living. What I want you to find out is just find out their name and what do they do when they're not doing their real work or anything with SAR. So go ahead and talk to your neighbor and find that information out.
Is there anything else? Kids, that's the kid, I think. Yeah. Fight with the wife. Have fun with